That gadget promising to track your heart, your oxygen, your sleep. It says FDA registered right there on the box, so it must be legit, right? Here is the dirty secret of the entire health tech industry. FDA registered means almost nothing. Any factory on Earth can register with the FDA. It is a fee and some paperwork. It is not approval. It is not a safety test. It is not an endorsement. It is a marketing costume. The real bar is FDA cleared, and the brands charging you the most are often no more cleared than the ones charging you a fraction. So, of every brand competing for the money you will spend on your own health, only 5 clear the bar and refuse to play the markup games. Same FDA standards. No tricks. Here are the 5. Quick but important note first. This is general information, not medical advice. None of these devices replace a doctor, and you should talk to a professional about your health. Now, how the trust test works, because the labels are designed to confuse you. There are 3 real terms. FDA registered just means a company filed paperwork. FDA cleared means a device passed the agency's 510K review by proving it works like a device already trusted on the market. And FDA approved is the highest bar, reserved for the riskiest devices after rigorous testing. Most quality home health gadgets are FDA cleared, and here is the key. A cleared device from a budget brand met the exact same standard as a cleared device from a luxury brand. The premium price is buying a slicker app, a prettier shell, and sometimes a monthly subscription to see your own numbers. It is not buying a higher clearance. The brands that fail this list hide behind that registered costume, lock your data behind a paywall, or sell unregulated wellness gadgets that imply medical accuracy they never earned. Burn this into your memory because it runs under everything. A cleared gadget is not a doctor. Clearance means it met a bar, not that it is diagnosing you. These numbers are signals to bring to a professional, not verdicts. Hold that thought. It comes back. Number 5 is eye health, and it earns the spot by proving trust does not require a premium price. Eye health makes the unglamorous essentials: thermometers, pulse oximeters, blood pressure cuffs, the tools that actually matter when someone in your home is sick. These are genuinely FDA-cleared devices, not registered costumes, and they sell for a fraction of the boutique brands. Here is the proof that should settle any doubt. When the United States government needed to send tens of millions of at-home tests to American households, Health was one of the brands it chose and authorized. That is not an influencer endorsement. That is a device trusted at national scale for public health. The trade-off is honest. The designs are plain and the apps are basic. No luxury polish here. But basic is exactly what a thermometer should be. A brand delivering real clearance and real reliability at drugstore prices is precisely where a smart shopper starts, and it sets the floor for everyone above it. The brand at number 4 proves the same point with a device people genuinely misunderstand. Number 4 is Innovo, in the world of the fingertip pulse oximeter, the little clip that reads your blood oxygen. Walk the aisle and you will see units ranging from $20 to well over $100. But a properly FDA-cleared pulse oximeter, like Innovo's, passed the same clearance pathway as the pricier ones for around $30. The expensive units are not clearing a higher bar. You are paying for branding. Pulse oximeters have a known limitation. Research has shown they can read less accurately on people with darker skin tones, and they struggle with cold hands and poor circulation. The FDA is actively working to improve these standards. So treat the number as a trend you watch over time, not a precise diagnosis, and never ignore how you actually feel because a gadget looked fine. Used that way, A $30 cleared oximeter gives you the same core capability as one costing 4 times more. That is the markup game laid bare. The brand at number 3 adds something the cheap units cannot and refuses to charge you twice for it. Number 3 is Withings, which builds beautifully designed connected health devices, blood pressure monitors, smart scales, and more that are properly FDA cleared, not just registered. What earns Withings its rank is a quiet act of respect for the customer. Your health data is yours. The core readings are not held hostage behind a mandatory monthly subscription the way some flashier brands operate. You buy the device, you own your numbers, and many of its products are eligible for FSA and HSA spending, meaning you can often pay with pre-tax health dollars. That is real value layered on top of real clearance. The trade-off is fair. Withings sits at a mid-range price, more than the bare essentials, less than the luxury tier. But a company that clears the FDA bar, makes the device genuinely pleasant to use every day, and then does not tax you monthly to read your own blood pressure, has earned a place built on transparency, not tricks. The brand at number 2 does not just clear the bar, it proves its accuracy in public, over and over. Number 2 is Omron, and in home blood pressure, it is close to the gold standard for a reason that goes beyond FDA clearance. Clearance is the floor, and Omron climbs higher. It has been the #1 doctor and pharmacist recommended home blood pressure brand for over 50 years, and its monitors are clinically validated to meet strict accuracy standards, including listing on the American Medical Association's Independent Validated Device Program. That is the difference between a gadget that merely cleared the bar and one that keeps proving its numbers against medical instruments in public testing. And Omron does this at a fair, accessible price, not a luxury one. The trade-off is minor. The interfaces are functional rather than flashy. But when nearly half of American adults have high blood pressure, a doctor-trusted, validated monitor you can buy for the price of a dinner out is one of the high-value health tools you can own. The brand at number 1 takes a test that used to require a clinic and puts it in your pocket for almost nothing. And finally, number 1, Cardia Mobile by AliveCor. Here is why it crowns this entire list. For roughly $80, you get an FDA-cleared, clinically validated personal ECG, a device that records the electrical rhythm of your heart and can flag atrial fibrillation, a leading risk factor for stroke. Stop and think about that. A medical-grade heart rhythm reading that used to mean a trip to a clinic and a tangle of wires now fits on the back of your phone for the price of a nice meal. AliveCor is the recognized market leader in FDA-cleared personal EKG technology. And here is the kicker that exposes the whole markup game. Some premium combination devices that cost far more actually license the very same cleared algorithm that powers the little Cardia Mobile. Same engine, smaller price. The honest caveats matter here. It screens. It does not diagnose. Your doctor interprets the results. And while the device works on its own, the company does offer an optional subscription for extras, which you do not need for the core reading. But no product makes the argument more powerfully. Clinical-grade capability, stripped of the markup, handed straight to you. So here is what it all comes down to. In health tech, the FDA label is a floor that honest brands, clear and clever marketers fake. Registered is a costume. Cleared is the real thing. And once a device is genuinely cleared, paying triple buys you a nicer app and a subscription, not a healthier you. Choose the cleared brand, skip the markup, keep your own data, but never lose the line that ran underneath all of this. A cleared gadget is not a doctor. These tools are here to give you signals, to catch the early warning, to start the conversation, never to replace the professional who can actually read them. So spend smart on the device, then spend your trust where it belongs, on the human in the white coat who helps you understand what the numbers really mean.